Aujourd'hui, c'est la première fois d'école.
Summer break is over and students across French language schools return to class on Wednesday, including those at École Primaire Maisonneuve and Hochelaga Maisonneuve.
Je vais aller à l'école.
The new school year is underway for more than 116,000 students across the Centre Service Scolaire de Montreal, adding nearly 2,000 students over the past 2 years to its schools. The bell rings with new rules and Quebec education budget cuts looming. In July, after weeks of mounting pressure from unions and opposition parties, the Legault government announced more than $500 million in funding for student services. But this came after the Education Ministry announced at the end of the school year that the network would have to reduce its spending by $570 million by the fall. Despite ongoing staff shortages seen across Quebec, the CSSDM says they filled most of its open positions. Quebec Education Minister Bernard Drinville says 1,500 spots are still vacant.
Alors, il y a 2 semaines.
2 weeks ago, 96% of positions had been filled. Last week, it was 97%. Today, 98% of teaching positions have been filled. I insist. So we've gone from 4,100 positions to fill to 2,700 last week to 1,500 this week. In line with new provincial rules, personal mobile devices such as phones and headphones are now banned during the school day across CSSDM schools. Each school will set its own guidelines and details will be shared with students and parents to ensure a smooth transition. We worked with our school teams as soon as the directive was issued. The teams prepared to make this change with the students. We convinced them that with time it would work out well. We also organized a promotional campaign around cell phone use. We say connect, but in a different way. We want our students and school teams to be connected to their learning, their environment, and their friends instead of being connected to their cell phones.
I think that school time, when they're inside a class and at their desk, they need a lot of concentration, and it's really hard for a young kid. So I do think that banning it for younger students is quite a good thing for them, helping them to be more productive, to listen a little bit more to their teachers.
By January 2026, schools will also need to update their codes of conduct to include explicit expectations around respectful behavior, including students addressing staff with formal terms like sir or madam instead of by their first names and using French words vous instead of tu. But for now, on this first day of school, some students are excited for what is ahead.
Il y a beaucoup de gens et j'ai trop hâte.
In Montreal, Adriana Gentile, City News.